What is popping mean? What's going to happen to the CO2 and the
Release.
It's gonna let it out and the balloon's gonna shrink.
Okay, so you think the balloon's going to shrink. So what's going to happen? So if we think about what's inside this balloon is CO2 molecules, right? And those molecules are jiggling. They're moving around at room temperature. If we take those molecules and we put them somewhere cold, are they going to jiggle faster or slower? What do you guys think? So if I take you and I put you in a cold room, are you going to move more or less? Less, right? Because you're going to want to huddle together. You guys are going to want to, be close to each other, huddle for warmth. The jiggling is going to slow down, right? So the CO2 molecules here are going to slow down. They're going to huddle together, and they're going to go through this phase change, right? So if we're gas, here we're warmer than minus 300 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to go. So right now we're at 73. We're going to go cold. What are we expecting? We should be a liquid, right? Mm-hmm. So is that going to be? Let's see what happens. So the CO2 molecules, you can imagine them all slowing down. The jiggling is slowing down. They're all going to huddle together.
Plastic bag.
Yeah. So, you look very quickly, you can see some of the liquid on the inside of this balloon, and as it heats back up to room temperature, we can see that the jiggling of the CO2 molecules is getting faster, right? So now they can take up more space into this balloon. Okay? So we didn't add any more CO2 molecules, right? And we didn't lose any of the same CO2 molecules. This looks about the same size, right? So the amount of CO2 that we put in this balloon didn't change, right? Because we closed it. All that happened is those molecules started jiggling slower, right? And they started taking up less space in the balloon. Okay? So is that a physical change or a chemical change?
Chemical?
Why do you say chemical?
Because chemicals inside got close together and
They got closer together, but they didn't change, right? So the CO2, this is still CO2 in here, right? So the CO2 didn't change into anything new. The CO2 just started changed the way that it was moving, right? So that's a physical change. When you're taking one molecule, changing something physical like temperature, changing its physical properties, right? Its movement, right? Exactly. Okay. So now, okay. So we went.
Just a second. So you say you would post the video of this on the web, right? So they don't want to. You don't want.
Mama told me what I should know. Too much candy gonna rot your soul. If she loves you, let her go.